Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I want to welcome you to our TGIF edition of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And so, welcome. If this is your first time here, I just want to say welcome to the channel. Crochet Therapy is a place where we talk yarn, we talk crochet patterns, we talk projects, and we just have a lot of fun together. Good morning, everyone. And if this is not your first time here, then you know that yes, I'm usually late to the party, but I still show up 99% of the time. So I want to welcome you, and I hope that you are having a great week. I'm having a very busy week. Oh no, Miss Kitty Cat's box got wet from the rain. Yes, you'll have to fix her another bed. Maybe, do you have, Miguel, do you have something where you can give her a cover? Do you have a tote or something that you can, cut a hole in and let her go in there and stay dry maybe? I don't know. But poor Miss Kitty, she's not feeling well. I'm going to move you a little bit closer. There we go. So, yeah, so we're having a good day today. Yesterday was a busy day for me. It felt busy anyway. You know, when I have more than one thing on my plate, or if I'm planning in my head, or if I'm I'm always thinking. And so, of course, that wears me out too. Thinking wears me out. Can you imagine? So, can you see the craft room, Alice? It's not coming. It's not coming very well. Look, I'm going to just do a 360 turn in the craft room. Ta-da! Yeah. So, it's not going so hot. But I have my coffee here. And that makes everything better, doesn't it? Yes. Alice, do you have your ticket booked? You need your ticket booked. I need somebody other than a family member to get me going in here, because family members, I can put them off. Plus, they know all of the things. I have all the time in the world, right? Yeah, I do. That's right. So, look what I have here. This is my mom's famous, at least in my family, pound cake. It's the lemon pound cake. And I'm going to take a bite of it in front of you. Look, I made this 2 days ago, and it is still moist and soft, and it is just really, really good. So, if you haven't watched the Cedarcroft channel to get the recipe for this delicious cake, you need to go watch it. There's a link down below. And so there you have it. And you too can have some delicious cake. It's really easy. It's so easy to make. Letting you in on a little secret, when I filmed this, it was my very first time making the cake. My very first time. Oh, thank you, Alice. Thank you. Alice says she's enjoying Cedarcroft. My videos are getting a little better as we go along, don't you think? I mean, that first one was rough. The second one was rough. The third one, I had the hardest time uploading it. The fourth one the cake one was the easiest so far for me, and one of the most fun ones to do. The one that's coming up on Tuesday, it's already loaded in there and it's ready to go. And I know, I thought I was going to lose the cake too when I tried to turn it out. Oh my gosh. I was like, how in the world? And you couldn't see Mom, but she was off camera and she was just going, turn it, turn it. And I was like, I'm trying. I really was afraid to burn myself at that time. So that was making me hesitate. But like just the flipping, I just wasn't getting it. You know, my hands were like, this, I don't know. But I did it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Anyway, there were a couple funny moments in that video. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. You're going to enjoy it. And be kind on the early ones because they were a little rough, you know. My oatmeal one was my practice one. So this afternoon, Mom and I are going to be making her baked macaroni and cheese. And so it's Nana's baked macaroni and cheese. And oh, yes, Miguel, 2 mozzarella sticks and coffee. Well, my cake would have tasted better, but mozzarella sticks are pretty healthy, so it's a good source of protein. So, yes, the cake would have tasted better, definitely. So, yeah, today we're going to record the baked mac and cheese, so that will be fun. And so that'll be in the future. So I'm trying to stay ahead on that. But as I'm working on building up things for future for the Cedarcroft channel, oh, you had a coffee, so now you're going to have cozy coffee. That's fun. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I turned Alice on to cozy coffee, and she can't get enough. It's kind of comical. Like every day she has cozy coffee. She modified the recipe to suit her likes, and I think that's amazing. So, you know, it's perfect just for her, and that's what matters, right? So, yes, you are hooked. You are hooked. Da-dum-thump. Imagine that. She's a crocheter and she's hooked. Yes. So, yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been trying to do, is getting that going. So how is your day going? I'm going to go back and see who all is here. I didn't do that yet. And so we have Miguel. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning. And let's see who else might be here. I think that's all that has been commenting. Let's see. Miguel says the other day, Uber to Kroger, only one cashier who was also bagging. Anyway, she bagged for me and put one bag on the bottom of the buggy, and guess what got home? And I never put that bag in the car. Oh, no. Oh, Miguel, I'm so sorry. Did you call them? Because sometimes they will, of course, somebody probably just picked it up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miguel. Did not get one of his bags. That is just crazy. I'm so sorry. Nikki says she's on her second cup, second pot. It's Friday. And Miguel says it's a damp morning. Oh, yeah. You know, so crazy. So like in the middle of the night, So in the middle of the night, I got up, I thought about the thing that I made yesterday that's going to drop on Tuesday. You're going to see it on Tuesday. It's a cheese ball, and it is so good. So good. And, at the beginning of the video, I was planning on, wrapping it and putting it in the freezer because you can freeze it for 4 weeks, up to 4 weeks. You wrap it really good. And, but last night in the middle of the night, I thought about that, and I was really thirsty, so I went in, I went in the kitchen, I got some water, and then I was like, that cheese ball is right in there. Oh, it's just right there. So I got a bite of the cheese ball, and then I got another bite of the cheese ball, of course, on a little cracker, a little round cracker, and oh my goodness, that was the best. It was so good. It was so good. I had to hold myself back. I did not eat even a quarter of it. No, I just took a little bit. But there was a little hole in it this morning, and when Mom looked in, she's like, somebody got into the cheese ball, and I said, it was a mouse. It was a mouse. There was a mouse in the house in the middle of the night. And you'll find out on Tuesday, Alice. You'll find out on Tuesday when it drops on the channel what's in the cheese ball. The cheese ball is so good. Oh, and I'll send you a list. I'll send you a list so that you can make it, okay? You can make it for Christmas, okay? And it's rolled in chopped pecans. Oh my gosh. Mom's like, somebody got into the cheese ball in the middle of the night. I said, there was a mouse in the house, and I had to go and shoo it away, and it was eating the cheese ball, so I had to cut it around. So anyway, Miguel, I've seen the new Granny Square yarn, and I wanted to get one before the end of the year because, January 1st, there's no buying yarn for Barbara, but this Granny Square yarn is amazing. But you know what? I think it's supposed to make 14 squares, which is great. But on the only place I could find it was on the Yarnspirations website because it's not quite in stores, or in stores around me anyway. And the Granny Square yarn is $11.99. I was wondering about that too, Nikki, how the tension would work with it. Because it's like boom, boom, boom. Like this, if you haven't heard about it, okay, Granny Square yarn, the yarn is gauged to exactly match each row of a Granny Square. And it's a 5-row Granny Square. Oh, someone found it at Walmart just over $8. Okay. Well, that's better than $11.99 plus shipping, right? I looked at my Walmart and I couldn't find it. I could not find it. So it's not quite there yet, maybe. But so basically, and there's different colorways, and there's 5 different colors in each one because each row is a different color. And what I noticed was there are colorways that are called white and black. And so basically what that means is it's like the colorway black, the colorway white, whatever one it is. And you only get 14 squares, but you get 14 squares. And you don't have to keep tying. So, so basically it has enough yarn to make the first little square, the small square, in one color. And then it changes color. So when you go to the second row, it changes to a new color. And then when you go to the third row, the colorway is just long enough so it goes to the third row and it completes the third row in a third color. And so each color just automatically starts at each row. So really it does depend on your tension. You're going to have to get that right. So you might have to play around with it, but you know what you could do is just go up or down with your hook until you get the right tension. And so it's not going to be that hard because you don't have to change the way you crochet. You just change the size of the hook. Okay? But I really, really liked it because, but here's the thing, if you're paying, like that's what I was thinking, $11.99, $12 for 14 squares, and, to make a decent sized blanket, oh my goodness, right? That would be kind of expensive for a blanket. When you could get, well, I mean, yarn is more expensive now, and I haven't bought any for a while, but when you could get, a lot more out of just tying it yourself, or, however, weaving in your ends, or however you're going to do it, it's going to be crazy. Good morning, Connie. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. She just got her first cup of coffee, and she's spreading some Connie biscuit and King Buddy cheer. Yay. We're doing great. So let's see. Walmarts in Ontario suck for yarn too, Nikki. I don't know about the other provinces. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh? Who knows? I would just love to try it though. I really would. But here's the thing, then you're stuck with the 5-row granny square, which is fine, right? The novelty of that yarn is going to wear off. You know what? I'm wondering. Oh, wow. Wow. Some people, Miguel, can find a reason to complain about anything, right? Yes. Oh, yes, you would make a scarf with it. That would be great. And I think that 14 would be just the perfect length. I love scarves. So when I was saying that, each one, it says the colorway and then white or black, basically the last row is either white or black. And I like granny squares both ways, right? Do you remember the granny square blankets? Oh, I gotcha, Miguel. Don't worry about it. Do you remember the granny squares back in the day? And you see some retro ones now, but they're like, what, 3 rows and then a black, and then so it's like a little window, and it's got the black around all of the squares. I love that granny square. I love that pattern. And I remember as a kid going to a friend's house, a friend's grandmother's house. And this grandmother, and see, I don't even remember the friend. I don't remember the grandma. But what I do remember is sitting on the couch and seeing that granny square blanket and thinking how beautiful it was and how I wish I had one just like it. And I was young. I was probably elementary school, because I know in middle school I didn't go to, friends' grannies' houses and not remember, So I was in elementary school. I was young. And so I just remember thinking how pretty and how I wanted one, and why didn't we have one in our house, And that was way back then. So that was, I think, before I even knew how to crochet. I'm sure of it. So anyway, yeah, so I love the black because it's like, it's almost like stained glass when you put it with the black. But I like the white too, because then it makes it cheery. But the black is like very dramatic and just beautiful, beautiful. I love the way the black just brings out the colors in the squares. So which is your favorite? Which is your favorite? Yummy coffee. Yummy coffee. So, look, I've shown restraint. I've just taken the one bite. I've shown restraint. So, yeah, so I've been busy figuring out, really just figuring out a schedule, for the new channel. I have the chats scheduled for this channel But I need to start, I think in the new year, obviously, I'm not going to add anything new until the new year. And then we're going to start using up the yarn. And I'm going to see in 1 year how much yarn I can actually use up. We're going to keep track. We can keep track together. And if you want to join me on the YINBY, yay, I'm not buying yarn, YINBY. I don't know how yay it is. I could do TWINBY, and it's the year I'm not buying yarn. TWINBY. No, it's not a W. Oh, you're doing a challenge too, Jet One? Nice. You're not going to buy yarn in all of 2024, right? Pinky swear for me. I am wondering how I'm going to survive, but I think I will. I kind of think I will. I might whine a little bit, and I'll try not to do too much of that on the air, but I think it's going to challenge me to think outside the box when it comes to, oh, she's doing it too? Yes, Carrie the Yarny Elephant here on YouTube is doing it too. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's right, Nikki. Nikki says, gotta shop your stash. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So, yeah. That's amazing. So, yeah, that's going to be really, really fun. And I'm looking forward to it because I think I'm going to come up with some different... Oh, you'd rather have to give up buying iced coffee than buying yarn because you find awesome deals on Facebook Marketplace. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. If you shop Facebook Marketplace and you get your yarn from there, then yes, if you're getting really good deals and stuff, I know people that find on Facebook Marketplace, like a gentleman, whose wife maybe passed away, and she's got a whole basement full of yarn, and and just, like we have here, like I have here, and he says, come and get it, $100 and come and get the whole thing. He has no idea what that yarn is worth. And his wife was probably like with her hands on her hips from the grave saying, what are you doing? Listen, if you want to make sure that your yarn goes to someone that you love, then you need to put it in writing. Right? Like if you have a family member that loves yarn, you tell them ahead of time. Like my cousin Lori, she's like, she has a ton of yarn, and she just says, just come and get it. Come and get it. If I'm gone, I won't, I won't know, I won't care, whatever, So anyway, oh my goodness. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alice says, I'm doing Project YINBY too, with the exception of buying yarn for commissioned projects. And that makes sense because, if somebody commissions some work from you, they want what they want, right? And what if they want a blanket in a certain color or, whatever? They can too buy the yarn for you. That's one option. Or you can, you incorporate the yarn cost into the price of the project. But yes, that makes sense because that's a business. That's different than your stash, right? Yes. I get that. I love it. Hey, Jay, good morning. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And, yay, Jet and One. That's right. Jet and One says, oh boy, that would be a dream to find. Why, hello, let me in there. If someone passes and the husband says, $100, come get it. Jet 1 says, I'm there. Yeah, right? Jay says, I got 2 giant boxes for $75 on Facebook from an older lady who couldn't crochet anymore because of her arthritis. Well, that was so sweet of her to put that price on 2 large boxes, because some of that yarn, is, yarn is expensive, right? Yarn is, Miguel says, my weakness is variegated and ombre yarns. That's your weakness. Wow. They certainly are pretty, right? Oh, wow. There were 6 balls of Bernat blanket yarn there of the same color. Nice. Nice. You know what Bernat blanket yarn is good for are those stuffies, the amigurumi. I did not know that. I had no idea that they would make such adorable projects. And here's the thing, you can take any size project. Like, let's say you find, a little pig, right? A little tiny pig amigurumi, and you're like, I can make that, take your Bernat blanket yarn, take the appropriate size hook, and of course, you're going to want to go down a little bit because you need to not have the holes show up, right? So you always want to go down probably 2 hook sizes from what the packaging says that you should use. And then make that same project, and of course it'll come out a different size, but how amazing. So basically any amigurumi project, you can use the blanket yarn. Now keep in mind, if you do a big amigurumi project, you're probably going to get a life-size bunny. You can call him Harvey. And if you're young, you don't even get that reference. But anyway, as long as your bunny doesn't disappear and talk to you, then you're okay. And like I said, if you're young, you don't get that reference, but Google it, Harvey, the Invisible Rabbit. It was a movie. It was really good. Poor guy went to an insane asylum because they said that he was talking to nobody, but it was actually a real invisible rabbit named Harvey that was 6 feet tall. Anyway. So, hi, Carla. It's good to see you. We're doing okay. I'm so glad that you're here. So, is everybody ready for the holidays? Are you ready for the holidays? You know what? I love Christmas. Obviously, Christmas is really great. But I really like the new year because I always hold out hope that the next year is going to be a better year, And so far, it hasn't worked out. But I'm thinking that this one will be. We'll see, right? We'll see. And, there's good in every year. Even if it's a hard year, even if it's a year that is full of challenges, whatever that might be, financial, health, whatever your situation, there's always going to be some kind of challenge. That is the human condition, right? But if we hold out hope and we, keep looking forward to the future with hope, then, we can make it what we can make it. Like, we're either going to look at all the negative and be negative, or we're going to, look for the positive and stay hopeful, right? Stay hopeful. I think that that's the best way, because otherwise, there's no point in traveling this, this journey. If all you're going to do is look at the negative. It's hard sometimes. I know it's hard. It really is. But there's always something fun that you can add to your life. There's always something challenging. There's always something exciting. There's always something new that you could add to your life, even if it's thinking about a new yarn project, even if it's scrolling on the yarn websites to look for free patterns that don't cost you anything, that you can add to your your collection, your pattern collection, and start dreaming of how you can make it with the stash that you have. Just because it says you need a 4-weight yarn to make this little piggy amigurumi doesn't mean that you have to do it, right? Right. You can use any yarn you have. What if it says you have to use, Bernat blanket yarn and you don't? All you have is the 4-weight yarn. Double up on your yarn. That's all. Double up on your yarn. Make it work. Make it work for you. And that's what 2024 is going to be about. It's going to be about making what you have work for you. And I'm excited about that. I really am. So come January, this room is going to be mostly ready. See, I'm not going to say it's going to be ready because I don't know. It's going to be mostly ready, and the table's going to be cleared off, and we're going to be able to get to work. And I am excited for that. I'm also working on a way to set up so that you can see me. It'll be a split screen. You can see me, but also I need to have a camera facing down so that you can see whatever I'm working on, and we can chat and work on a project together. I know that there are a couple YouTubers that do that, and I think it's really awesome. And I know how to do it. I just have to get the equipment set up to do it. So that's something in the future. And hopefully January or February we can do that. And once I get that set up, then I can do that quite often. And we can sit, and you can actually, you'll be able to see me crochet, but then you can see my face too, and I don't have to do a weird angle or whatever. We can do more crochet alongs that way. We can do, little projects together or whatnot, and that's going to be fun. Also, starting in January, the Southern Crocheters Live is going to start back, and that is going to be on the third Wednesday of each month. And the third Wednesday of each month, we are going to get together. It's going to be 1 hour, not over, of the Southern Crocheters Live. And we're going to bring topics to you each month. And we have a surprise this year. So also, the time is going to change, I think, and I'll have to get back to you with the exact time, but I'm thinking that it's going to be noon Eastern time, so it'll be 12 noon Eastern time, and 11 a.m. Central time, so then you would just do the math for the rest of wherever you are. But anyway, I'm really excited about that. Connie and I have been chatting about that. And so I'm really excited about that. And and I'm looking forward to bringing new projects to you in the new year. So right now we've got just a little bit left of the of 2023. And so we're going to just kind of like chug along through 2023. And if you are interested in seeing a house tour, I'm going to do that on the Cedarcroft channel closer to Christmas. And so if you're interested in seeing a house tour, then that is, that will be coming up. So that's going to be exciting. Obviously, we don't have pictures on the walls, and really, we're going to kind of live in the space a little while before we decide. But there are a couple pictures that I've already envisioned. One of them we don't even have here yet because it was so large. It was 5 feet by 4 feet, and it was from my husband's Grandma Kay. It was something that we inherited from her, and we couldn't fit it in the van when we were coming down. We took it to UPS, and because they said, oh yeah, we ship things that size all the time. Well, they didn't, and so it was too big, and so they wouldn't ship it. And then they said that the freight, we would have to do freight, and that would be like $3,000 to do the freight. Well, we weren't going to do that. So anyway, my sweet sister-in-law is figuring out how to get it to us. So that is good. Carrie, hi Carrie, Jettin' One. Okay, Carrie, if you would remind me next time. It takes me a couple times to remember, but then I really do try to remember your names. So Jettin' One is Carrie, and I have two cousins named Carrie, one on each side, like my dad's side and my mom's side. So it should be an easy name for me to remember, but no promises. Carla. Okay, cool. Oh, you've gotten vintage crochet books on Facebook Marketplace dirt cheap. That is really nice. Judy, you're funny. She said, what if I commissioned it myself? You're funny. I love that. Oh, because we were talking, yeah. So Alice says, if she gets a commission, then she's going to buy the yarn for it. And Judy wants to know, what if I commission it myself? Let's say, self, here's the money. You're funny. Oh, let's see. Join in the fun with Carrie and I and struggle together. Yes, I should. And I have been on her lives before, but life has been so busy lately. Oh, it's just been so busy lately that I haven't been able to watch other people's lives. But maybe that will change a little bit. Let's see. Hey, Lydia, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Alice says, my oldest sister, who quilted and crocheted, passed away 10 years ago. My brother-in-law is just getting around to cleaning out her craft room. He's holding all the crochet stuff for me. I'll see him at Christmas. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Oh, he couldn't get rid of it, could he? 10 years. Oh, yes. Well, I'm glad. Oh, Jay says, I'm young, but I get the reference. Well, good. Good. Yes, the bunny. Yay, Nikki says, I'm ready. I hope the same every year. Good. I'm glad that you hope the same every year. Miguel says, I hope for better health next year. I give up on finances because things just keep going up. Yeah, just keep holding out hope there. Some years they all hit, but you got to have hope. That's right. That is right, Carla. Definitely. Free patterns. Yes, Alice, free patterns. Alice likes to pay for her patterns, which is nice because in the Yarny community, she helps support other crafters, other artists, other fiber artists, other designers, and that's great because that keeps them going, keeps their hope going. But for the rest of us, we like to hoard free patterns. I like to hoard free patterns, definitely. Yes, let's see what we can create in 2024. Yay! Nisi, hello, hugs to you. Nisi, I haven't been able to look at your channel for a little bit, but I bet you have snow. You watched Tipper make wreaths yesterday? I didn't watch her wreath making yesterday, but I try to keep up with it. So I'll have to check her out. Yay, Nisi. Yes, exciting. Let's see. Yeah, you should definitely come in and say hello sometime, Carrie, because we'll need support with no buy for sure. Yes, that is for sure. Yes, Cedarcroft. It is a second channel, Nisi, and on that channel, I do things around the homestead here. And so I've been cooking, and I put up a recipe for this really delicious pound cake that I took one bite of that I would right now. But anyway, my mom's famous in our family anyway, pound cake. And it is so good. Like this was made a couple days ago and it is still fresh, like just baked fresh. I'm telling you. Look at that. I just broke that off. Look. Do you see that? Do you see the crumb on that? Look at that. Let's see. How delicious is this cake? You see that? No, it's not crumbly. It just holds together. It is the best cake, I'm telling you. So anyway, the link is down below for the Cedarcraft channel. If you're interested, go on over there. And if you would subscribe, it would make my heart so happy. I'm telling you, it really would. As of last night, I think I had 72 subscribers, which I'm so thankful for all 72 of those subscribers. And then I look at, the number that I need. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to, be monetized on that channel. And that's my first goal. It's a big goal. It's a really big goal, but it's okay. Yes. Oh, thank you, Alice. Thank you. Okay, got to move you over to my cell phone. Oh, nice. Heading into the office for a couple hours. Let's see. Oh, Nisi says we are having a permafrost storm right now. No more snow as of yet. Oh, wow. Wow. Rover, Robin. Yeah, that's a good goal. Yeah, it's a big goal, though. Don't you think? Rover, Robin. Roaming with Rover must be Robin. Hi. It is good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. And so anyway, yeah. All good things for the new year. I'm excited. I'm planning. I'm writing in my calendar. I'm planning days. They're all goals. I'm not beating myself up if I don't meet a goal. I just move it to the next day. Here on Crochet Therapy, we know crochet is our therapy. Crochet is the way that we deal with, anxiety, stress, depression, PTSD, any of those things that we may be experiencing at any time, medical issues that, really challenge us. It's good to have an outlet that just takes our mind away from the stressors of the day, right? And so here we know that, crochet is our therapy, and so we don't turn it into something that is stressful, like the I must-haves and all of that. So I'm really looking forward to 2024 because that's going to be the year that we're going to be creative and we're going to figure out how to make what stash we have work in any situation. So that's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of fun, creative, challenging processes. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I hope that you have a lot of hope going into the new year. Let's just calm our hearts, keep crocheting, and let's just stay positive through the end of this year and into the next. And we together are going to get through anything. So I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Hey, listen, on Sunday, you can check out the Cedarcraft channel. I'm supposed to have something drop on that channel on Sunday. It's not uploaded yet, so we'll see. But that's my goal. I have the butter coming to room temperature right now. And so I believe that it will. So anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time.